Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to show you how to use the Martha Stewart border and edge punch that comes in a two-piece set. This is one page of a multi-page layout that I had of me and my sisters when we went, and my nieces, when we went for our annual Sisters Weekend. This year we spent it in Cleveland, Ohio, and we had a limo ride and went to the restaurant. It was very nice. But what I wanted to show you was the border and the edge border around the pictures. And these were the Martha Stewart punches. You start off with the edge puncher, then you do the border punch. What you have to remember though, is to check your size of your paper. It comes with instructions, and in the instructions it tells you what size and how many punches to get to the end. So, if you don't have the right size paper, your punches aren't going to line up. What I'm going to show you how to do is on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Okay, and the main thing is to be concerned with is make sure, this is by American Crafts, by the way, and the main thing is that you be concerned with that you make for sure you have a true 12 by 12 sheet of paper to start with. Mine, as you can see, has the little logo down at the bottom. So what I want to do is cut that off, but when I cut it off I want to be very careful to make for sure it stays the true 12 by 12 size. Okay, on my mat, I cut off my edge of my paper. The paper that I'm using is by American Crafts, and it's called Metropolitan Streetcar. It's a two-sided cardstock. Very nice. Love it. I have the basic gray magnetic precision mat, and inside of the square is a true 12 by 12. That's why I always check it on there. And then according to the directions that are right here, first thing you do is you pull out the edges of your corner. Okay, you're going to do all four corners first. So you just put them all the way in. Make sure they're all squared all the way back up against there. And punch. Okay, that little extra be hanging, that's fine. You go through and you do all four corners. Okay, next, get rid of that. Your edge puncher will come with these sides folded up. They just flip down. Okay, and to start it off, you'll see these little lines right there. To start them off, you're going to put your corner punch right on those lines right there. So I'm going to match my corner up. This is a little difficult to do. And get it right over top of it. Not near it, but exactly over top. Then punch. And as you can see, let's put something behind it other than the black. There's my corner. I can show you how it's going to go down the other side. You line it up the exact same way on this side though now. Get your corners exactly lined up, and then there's a little ridge right here. Make sure your paper's up against that ridge and the circles are matching over there. Make sure it's not over top of the ridge, but right up against it. Okay, and that's my first corner punched out, as you can see. Now I'm going to go all the way down, joining the corners. I mean, if you want to, I've done it just practicing, starting and coming in. But it's just as easy to go down. Now for your second punch, you got to make for sure that your edge here that needs punched is underneath. And then line these other ones up. Let's get you a little closer. Not on the starter point now. You're going to be on the second set here, not here. This is for your corners. This is to continue your line. So now you line those up. Get them exactly on there. And over, you see on this side, I'm keeping it up against the line. And it matches right up. Now I'm going to show you something. If you lift it up too far, say you brought it up, you still lined it up, and when you, it didn't do it that time. I want to show you a sample of when it messes up. If you have it in here too far, if you're not paying attention and you go back and you have this little space here, just put it, make sure that that's underneath, and you line this up as usual. You still have a little piece of that edge over here to line up, and you make sure you get this exactly on over here. Sometimes you have to push it down so you can match it up exactly. It just takes a minute. And punch. And all it did was went back and cleaned up that area. These were already in place. These were already in place when you lined it up. So it just cut right through them again because you already have it cut. Now we're going to continue down. Lining it up. And then for the last cut, line it up again. And I found that it's not exact on the corner and the lines, but it's very, very close. And there it is. Right down to the edge. Behind it. So you can see right down to the edge and turning the corner. Okay, you're going to continue this with all four sides. Okay, I've done on all four sides. And the corners, you know, we did first. And remember, this will not work on all size paper. The paper has to be at least, well, these are the sizes. You have to be 3 1/4 inches, 5 inches, 6 3/4 inches, 8 1/2 inches, 10 1/4 inches, or 12 inches. And to make the meeting at the exact same place with these, for this particular punch. They're probably all the same for her border and edge punches. Thanks.